Okay, here we go. We got the keys. Let's take a look. Bananas. Okay, so nice little parcels table. This is a big couch and a full-size living room. And the floors are nice, all original. I would imagine that at some point that fireplace was reimagined, and probably not recently. And I'll show you a fun trick with that later here. I'll make sure I get a photo of that before I leave. Okay. Oh, are you kidding me? This is so gorgeous. And all the old windows, which if you get right up close and you look, you can see these things are original. And they've been pretty well maintained. I think if you really wanted to get somebody professional out there to... Yeah, but some of that's glazing that you just see from the backside. So this is what it is. This is what a beautiful old 100-year-old house looks like. Oh, wait a minute. Look at here. I'm not going to attempt too much of this. Let's see. I'm trying to see if these are painted shut. But I believe you see what I caught on to here is that there are mechanisms built into, these are fancy windows. So perhaps there's still the potential for that to be there. You wouldn't want to get rid of that. But I'm wondering, I think these windows have been painted and they've never been opened since. So we're probably going to find those are permanently fixed today. But at one point, there's mechanical inside of the sill of the window there that would operate that. So this beautiful ornate border to your formal dining room area. Kitchen is lovely. All new cabinets and backsplash appliances. And the floor is gorgeous. Okay. Granite countertops. Everything's really surface-wise and quality of materials and everything. All that you'd hoped. Wow, this is a really nice fixture. Blanco. This is probably, yeah, nice. That's a quartz sink to go with your quartz. Did I say granite? Those are quartz countertops. Forgive me. Where's my manners? I love that. And then this is groovy. It's got a whole vibe. Okay. And you've got this huge, pantry, butler's area with your laundry, side by side. Love this big butcher's block countertop. That's cool. Cool. And then here, they snuck in a little half bath, because why wouldn't you have such lovely amenities for your guests on the main floor? There's the back door, which we'll come back to. Let's stay in the house for now. This old door is cool. And here is where we find the door to the basement, which we will come back to. So I've made a circle through the main floor, as you can see now. And in fact, here is your big pocket door, which, yeah, this is what so they probably leave it just like that, which is cool. It's cute. It's heavier than hell. I'm sure somebody would probably come back in here and fix that thing for $1,200. That's my stab at that. Maybe it's only $600 or $700 to have somebody do that properly. But you do that and then you set it and forget it. So off of the main living room is where they have this little office area set up, which is cool. There's wallpaper. It's like this textured, you can really get a vibe for it, even in the listing photographs, I believe. So that's cool. And I think that's all the wallpaper, which is always nice. Upstairs is just gaga. Wait till you see the landing. Stairs are solid. Looks like there were runners at some point, which I would put runners back on these. And then, ta-da! This is grand. And the full space above my head, too. There's no, like, impediments or bulkheads or drop or anything. You have this big, grand staircase, which is lovely. The closed doors are linen closets, so we'll just start with a quick breeze through all the bedrooms. Floors look fabulous. Cool. So all original windows all around. I can see storms and screens, and that's what you want. Like 100% of the time in a house like this, you want that with all the parts, and that's great. Oh, cool. Love the closet with the window. That's always fun. So another little closet here. This would be like bedroom 4. This is going to be the smallest. And this is one of these old fire egress doors. They made them put on houses in the 20s into the early 30s so you could get out on your flat membrane roof and get rescued by the fire department if anything were to happen and the stairwell was blocked. So sometimes that gets deleted. That door is still here, which I like it that way. And I really like that it's not off the bathroom because it usually is. So here's your full bathroom. And boy, this thing's gorgeous. I like it. Maybe could have done a little better job there. But everything else, really the fit and finish is nice. The tile work is great. The gaps are right. You know, the materials are clean and crisp and like they killed it. So, oh man, that's cool. It's like abalone kind of looking. Shower tiles there, and that's a big tub. I dig that. I bet my big boy butt would fit in there just fine, which is almost never the case. Cool. Well, ooh, that's a beautiful ceiling fan. I like that. With a light as well, if you couldn't tell. So, since we haven't dove into too many of the closets, let's look at this one. Ta-da. Cool, that's cute. And ta-da! Lovely closet. Ooh, does that go just a little bit further that way? Okay. Beyond that wall there. So I got another ceiling fan with a light. It's cool. More of a masculine vibe on that aesthetic. Everything's nice, kind of clean though. And we started there. So, okay. Let's see what's behind the mystery door. Okay, storage. Runs the roof line apparently. And seems like a fitting point to stop. We'll do the basement and then we'll do the backyard.